Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What up, everybody? Happy Friday. That's right, guys. We have made it through another week. Hard week for me. I'm sure some of you hard week as well, but we are here and we are enjoy this weekend. I hope everybody, like I said, is doing well. What up with you, Jay? How are you?
Good. Just doing stuff.
Exactly. Got to do it. So yeah, in case you guys didn't know, we are your Average Day Joes, where we're going over your sports highlights, sports scores. We're going to also give you some trending news, breaking news. We do also crypto for you guys. We're going to give you guys some horoscopes for the day as well as conspiracies. So stick with us. Let's get into the show, and maybe we should get into some Jay Did You Know first. So since Jay is doing some stuff, but he is listening and he can hear us, so we are good to go. Let's see here. So the first fact I got for Jay is, Jay, did you know that there is an abandoned Tahoe ski resort that went on the market for 5.8 million?
I heard about it.
Yeah, that's kind
Which
of
one
cool.
was it? I don't remember which
It
one.
says it's abandoned, so it's not like it actually like that. Might maybe from
Uh,
back in was it says it's west of Kirkwood.
okay.
So close to Kirkwood, but it doesn't say. It was closed since
Yeah,
1995.
don't know.
65 acres of land.
It's a lot.
From what it says it used to be called Iron Mountain. I don't know if you ever heard of that or not.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah. But hey, 5.8 billion. This thing has you get for that kind of money, you're getting 65 acres. Lift towers and terminals are still there, and it just needs some fixing up to do. But it
Yeah,
already has erect. Dreaming of owning a ski resort or turning it. I guess yeah. So you can tear it down or you can build condos there, but it's ready for development. So that's cool. Let's see here. Jay, did you know that Trump administration tells Congress is determined it determined U.S. engaged in formal armed conflict with terrorist drug cartels?
I have no idea.
So yeah, I guess because that brings them in as a international crime organization or a terrorist organization, they can do that without Congress's approval. That's why they did what they did, and they said that they're a terrorist organization, so they don't need approval to go after them.
Yeah.
Let's see here, Jay. It looks like I don't know if you know this, but Mark Cuban is jumping onto the bandwagon of saying that humanoid robots are not the future.
I, I don't know.
That kind of surprises me because Mark Cuban is usually pretty on point with his stuff.
Not all the time.
I guess not. I guess not.
He's definitely not all the time on point.
And we got Jimenez in the house, first timer. He says, "Hello, sir. Hello, Jimenez. How you doing, my brother?" Let's see here. What else I got for you? Jay, did you know that a giant object, possibly the third largest ever seen by humankind, is heading towards Mars?
No, do not know.
So maybe your Mars prediction might not come true because who knows? Maybe Mars will not be here in the long term. You never know. And we got Jimenez saying, "Who's this guy?" I think he's talking about your dog.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he's talking about your dog. Like he's asking who's your dog. Like what's your dog's name?
RB.
RV. Say what's up to RV. RB.
RBB.
RB. All right, Jay, did you know that it looks like a top Navy official has been fired by Hexeth?
No.
Let's see here. Yep, so no more top Navy official. The guy just got fired. Let's see, Jay, did you know that scientists just made light speed visible?
Nope.
I guess they're using some kind of laser technology, and they're able to see light speed.
Got it.
Jay, did you know that the Federal Appeals Court upholds its decision that Trump's view on birthright citizenship is likely unconstitutional?
Nope. Didn't know.
Yep. Let's see this for all my New Yorkers. Jay, did you know that 45,000 gallons of radioactive water from the Indian Point nuclear plant facility could be discharged into the Hudson River?
That's not good.
That's really bad. Really bad.
Can't see through the Hudson anyway.
Yeah, it's super dirty anyway, right?
It is.
So they're just trying to make it a little bit more dirtier, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Let's see, Jay. Did you know that China, Jay, plans to drink the atmosphere for a mega project?
Maybe. Depends.
Yeah, it says that China plans to drink in the atmosphere. While China will not literally drink the atmosphere, China is keen on addressing one of the gravest atmospheric problems, carbon dioxide. Over the last 40 years, China has still been involved in numerous ecological engineering and afforestation projects, resulting in a total reduction of 400 million tons of CO2. So China is looking to get some of that back, some of that CO2.
Smart.
By basically preserving its natural ecosystems. So that's what it's doing.
Smart.
That's what it's doing. And we got a new guy or new person also, another new chat from Hawk. He says, "What's up, gang? What up, Hawk? How are you today?"
What up? What up?
Let's see what else we got for Jay today. Jay, did you know that there is a sinking highway in California, and Governor Newsom just approved $1 billion to fix it?
Good. Where's it at?
Highway 37, Novato.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep, bunch of levee failures over there, and that highway literally is always like right on the water when it rains and there's a lot of flooding. That whole highway basically floods.
Yep.
So what they're doing, Newsom, it just gave the green light for a $500 million effort to widen the highway and acknowledge it's sinking under its own weight. So it's going to raise the low-lying parts of Highway 37 about 8 inches or more.
Got it.
So that's going to be a crazy project to do.
They got the room out there.
Yep. Jay, did you know that Cirque du Soleil is coming to San Francisco?
Cool. No, I didn't.
Have you ever seen that or not?
Yeah, in Vegas.
Is it worth it?
Well, I had a homegirl performing one.
Oh, okay. So you got to see her perform?
Yeah, it's really cool. I think it depends on the one you go to.
Right.
Because they have different type of ones.
Oh, okay.
The one she was in, it was badass.
Right. Oh, that's cool though. I mean, I heard about it. I heard it's worth it, but
it definitely is.
I never met somebody that actually went to it and got to actually like tell me.
I have videos. I have videos, and I was pretty ripped, but I have videos.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's cool, man. That is cool.
That's pretty cool there, man. It was cool.
All right, Jay, let's get into our top 7 smart and fearless dog breeds that will leave you in awe. Okay, let's do that real quick. Let me pull this up. So, for your top 7 most fearless dog breeds, starting with number 7, let's do it. Let me pull this up. Okay, number 7 for your top fearless dog breed that will leave you in awe is the Akita. That's your number 7 dog.
Okay.
At number 6, top fearless dog, you have the Cane Corso.
Yes, sir.
At number 5, most fearless dogs, you have the Belgian Tervuren. Looks like a German Shepherd, but more hair.
Mm-hmm.
At number 4, you have the Rottweiler.
Yep.
I love the Rottweilers. At number 3, you have a Belgian Malinois. Those are like those police dogs in the airports.
Yeah, I know. I know which ones.
At number 2, you have my favorite, the Doberman Pinscher.
Yes.
But your number 1 most fearless dog breed is nonetheless the German Shepherd. Number 1 fearless dog out there.
That's why they're the cop dogs.
Makes sense. All right, guys, so let's move on from our Jay Did You Know segment and into some sports. If Jay is ready. I don't know, Jay.
Yeah, there's MLB's on tomorrow. Playoffs are on tomorrow.
Oh, MLB? There's no games today for MLB?
No, remember, the wild card already finished yesterday.
Oh, okay, cool. So I guess let's go over our college football game that's going on right now.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Yes, sir.
There's a couple going on.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll let you pull that up. In the meantime, while we're doing this, some crazy Friday going on here, but everything is good. I hope everybody else is good as well.
It's only one game going on that's in the top 25.
Oh, okay. What a game are we?
BYU and West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
And BYU is up 21-3, light work. West Virginia's they're not even ranked, so it doesn't matter.
So BYU is whooping that ass, huh?
They should. It's what should happen.
Right.
Yeah. The only other game that I saw that was on was New Mexico and San Jose State.
Oh, okay. New Mexico Lobos or the Aggies?
University of New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Who won that game?
It's at halftime.
Oh, it's at
21-17 San Jose State.
San Jose State's winning?
Yeah, San Jose State should win.
You think they'll win that one?
Well, actually, no, they shouldn't. Record-wise, New Mexico's 3-1, and San Jose State's 1-3.
Oh, okay.
But San Jose State, I think they're a stronger team.
Yeah, and they're playing in San Jose, right?
Yeah, and I think they have a harder schedule, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't really watch that conference at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should be a good one though. It looks like it seems like it's a close game, so it's definitely gonna be a
Well, New Mexico came back. It was like 21-7, I think.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. New Mexico might have found his groove and is heading on back into the field after halftime to whoop that ass.
I have no idea. I don't watch New Mexico. I don't watch San Jose State either.
Yeah. I got you. All right. That is our college football games. We only got 2 of them going on right now, and that was the scores. Let's move on and get into some NFL trending news or NFL.
I don't have any NFL news.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me see what I can pull up then, because I did have. I know I have one for sure from ex-NFL player. Did you hear about that? Chandler Jones?
No, I don't follow Chandler Jones. Chandler Jones has been out of the league for a long time now.
Right. So if you guys haven't heard, Chandler Jones, who is John Jones's brother, has passed away today.
No fucking way.
39 years old. Passed away.
What the hell did he do? What happened?
It's not even revealed yet. It doesn't say. They're saying
John Jones' brother passed away.
Yeah, he just passed away today, bro. Some crazy shit, man.
How the fuck did Chandler Jones? He was in the news for a lot of bad shit.
That's what I'm saying. If he passed away, like I even told another friend of mine, I was like, oh, it must be some kind of like mental like stuff, because he was going through a lot of mental shit, you know.
He was.
Yeah.
He was a really good player too, and then when he left the Patriots, he went downhill, bro. He was very controlled, very disciplined. They kicked his ass out, and then ever since then, he spiraled downward, bro.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I actually said that wrong. It's not Chandler. It was Arthur Jones, the other brother who played for the Ravens.
Oh, the bigger dude.
The bigger dude, not Chandler. It was Arthur.
What happened to him?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't say like that. It says that they haven't released it, because this was literally 4 hours ago that this happened.
I don't know. He was a quiet one.
Yeah, he was the quiet one, right? So he's not the one that had any of the like mental issues, right?
No, the other one is the mental one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I really want to know what happened there, because he wasn't. I thought it was the guy who had like all these mental issues, and I was like, okay. I mean, I guess like if that happened, like, you know, it sucks, but I mean, he was known to have a lot of problems, you know.
Not that one.
So yeah, so Arthur did not have the problems, and yeah, something happened, bro. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I didn't see this news, so I'm skeptical.
Yeah, no, it's all over the place. Even ESPN is reporting on it, and USA Today is reporting on it. So this is not some fake news. I
I hope not. I don't know. It's not
mean,
trending
I
on
wish
X.
actually it was because I wouldn't want anybody to be dead, but yeah, it's definitely from what I heard, it's not fake news. So
Yeah, it's not trending on X, so don't know.
yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Let's see here. I think that was the only actual like somewhat sports that I had that I heard about that I just wanted to report on for you guys. Um, I guess the only other sports that I found to report on. It's not even big news, but I'm just gonna report it because it's my team. And I don't know if you guys heard, but it looks like Lakers Luka Doncic is going to be sitting out for the first two preseason games because I guess he just got out of the Euro League. I guess he was playing in the Euro League in the summertime, from what I understand, the Euro basketball. So he's going to be sitting out the first two preseason games. So if you guys are trying to find or watch the Lakers and see how Doncic is going to be doing, you will not be able to see that until after the first two games. Jay, do you know off the top of your head how many preseason games they have to go through? Is it like football where they have like four of them, or no?
More than that.
Oh, they have to go more preseason before they actually start the season.
I mean, I don't know when the season starts, man. Probably mid-October.
Yeah, yeah, the actual season. Are you talking about like when preseason starts, or like the actual when the games that count?
The first game of the season.
Oh, okay. I from what I believe, I thought that was like October 30th or October 31st.
I don't know. You
From
could
what I
look it up.
remember, there's what I
I don't
remember,
know. I don't
and
think it would be
I'm
at
only
Halloween, but yeah.
yeah I'm only stating this because in my NBA 2K game, that's exactly when the season starts.
I I don't know, man. I would just go on and just look it up.
Yeah, I'm doing that as we speak. NBA first game.
It'll tell you.
Let's see here. It says the first game is between Oklahoma City and Houston, and then you got LA Lakers against Golden State, and that is October 21st on a Tuesday. That's my day off too. Shit, okay. Get to see Golden State against Lakers. That'll be a good one to watch for the first game of the season.
I would think so.
And going to the chats, we got Justin saying late for the stream today. What up, Justin? No problem. We kind of just started anyway, so you only missed some Jay Did You Know and a little bit of some sports scores. But we are moving on now, and let's get into our next sport trend, which is the UFC. Let us see what is happening for tomorrow's fights. It looks like our main event tomorrow is a light heavyweight bout. It's going to be a good one, guys. We have Alex Pereira, who is 12-3 against Mahmoud Ankalaev. Another Khabib guy who is 21-1. Oh man, it's a tough one, man. But Mahmoud Ankalaev, I'm going to give it to him, even though I want Pereira to win, because Ankalaev is just another Khabib, and he's going to fight like Khabib. And Pereira is not a person who really likes to take shit down to the ground, if you know what I mean. He's a stand-up type fighter. So if Ankalaev gets him to the ground, I don't think Pereira is going to have an answer for that. And you know what I mean? Ankalaev is not one. He's pretty good at avoiding punches. So Pereira is. I don't think he's going to really be able to do anything against him. And then your co-main event, which is a bantamweight bout, you're going to have Merab Devlishvili against Corey Sandhagen. This is another great fight. Merab is 20-4. Corey is 18-5. You know, they're both great fighters. I know Corey Sandhagen. I've seen him fight. I've seen Merab fight. I'm going to give it to Merab. He's also like one of those. He definitely fights like one of the Khabibs with the Khabib training camp type deal. So I'm just going to give it to him just because I know how they fight, and those guys are super disciplined. Then you have your light heavyweight bout right before that. And this is another good one. I'm telling you, all these fights look like they should be main card events. But for your light heavyweight right before that, you're going to have Yuri Prochaka. I can't even say these last names. But yeah, Yuri's fighting. He's 31-5 against Khalil Roundtree, who's 15-6. That's also going to be a good one, but I'm going to go with Yuri on that one. I mean, Khalil Roundtree is really good fighter, and so is Yuri. But I don't know. It's a good one. I mean, it's super tough. I'm just gonna go with Yuri just because I just feel like he has a little bit better all around game against Roundtree, but they're gonna be very similar. I wouldn't even be surprised if it was like a no contest type fight. They're both gonna kind of perform the same type way. But right before that, you have a featherweight bout, which will be Josh Emmett against Yusuf Zalal. That's going to be a good one. Josh Emmett, I believe, is from Sacramento, and he always fights very strong, very good. He is kind of an OG in the game, though. So Zalal, I'll probably just give it to Zalal, 17-5. But Josh Emmett, he punches hard. He's definitely going to put in that work, and is going to be really tough for Zalal to win. But I'm just going to give it to Zalal just because I think he's going to win that one. And for your first fight on the main card, you have middleweight Abu Sapian Magmadov against Joe Pfeiffer. And 28-6 Magmadov against Joe Pfeiffer, who's 14-3. Pfeiffer is a good fighter, but we're fighting another Khabib type dude, Magmadov. 28-6, so he's not probably as good as like the other Khabib dudes that be fighting. He already lost six fights. I'm gonna give it to Pfeiffer. You know, I'm not gonna give it to all the Khabibs, man. I'm gonna give this one to Pfeiffer. I think Pfeiffer might have a chance to pull this one off because the other dude lost 6 fights, so he's definitely not gonna be fighting that well like some of these other dudes that are like part of the whole Khabib camp. So that is your main event cards, though. That is going to be tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. for the prelim card, and then 7 p.m. for the main card event. As far as your prelims, the only one I'll mention 2. You're going to have Daniel Santos against Yu Jo Sung. Yu Jo Sung 19-0. I'm sorry, 9-0 against Daniel Santos, who's 13-2. I think Yojo Song is also out of Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe he's a Korean fighter, but he's fighting in the Sacramento camp with Uriah Faber, if I'm not mistaken on his name. But yeah, good fighting on both ends. I'm gonna give that one to Santos though, 13-2. He's lost 2 bouts. The other dude has not lost any, but something tells me that Santos is gonna give this guy his first loss. And then right before that, you have Patchy Mix, who's 20-2, against a Polish guy, another Polish brother of mine, Jacob Wiklatz. I have not seen both of these guys fight. I have no idea what's going to happen, but they both have good records. 20-2 was Patchy against Jacob or Jakub, who's 16-3. So it's going to be a good fight. I'm going to give it to my Polish brother just because he's Polish. That's really the only reason I'm going to give it to him. But do I really think he's going to win? I think it's going to be a good fight, and I think that Patchy Mix is going to give him a really good fight for his money. So it's going to be a tough one for him, for the Polish dude to win. It can go either way, though. In my opinion, it can go either way. So, all right, guys, that is your UFC. That's going to be for tomorrow. So yeah, check that one out. It'll be some good fights. And we got Infinite Improbability in the house. What up, Infinite? Infinite is asking, what's the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer? And then do you want to know the answer to that, Jay?
Sure.
The taste.
Gross.
Oh shit, that's a good one. That's a good one. It's fucking Friday, bro. We can say these kind of jokes. No problem. No problem. Anyway, welcome to the episode, everybody. This is your Average Day Joes, and it is fucking Friday. Shout out to everybody watching right now. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can share this alpha with you every day when we do our show Monday through Friday. Let's move on and get into these trends. That's right, Infinite. Fucking Friday. That's the day today. But yeah, let's get into these trends and see what's happening. Jay, let's get into some international news. What's going on with Hamas and Trump?
They agreed to release all Israeli hostages in Trump's Gaza peace plan. So that's good. President Trump, yeah. So that's good.
So what's the stipulation? They have to release some hostages. Are they going to do anything to get those hostages back, or do you know, or no?
I have no idea.
Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can read up on this real quick. I got it pulled up too. It looks like it was like a joint effort that put it a whole bunch of countries to make this happen. It was Qatar, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan. They all fought really hard to make all this happen. Cool. And you know what, Jay? I think what we're gonna do. It's like a minute long, but I have the whole Trump speech about it, and he's probably going to talk about it anyway and say exactly what we want to hear. So let's just play that real quick for the people. You know.
Good.
Play it for the people. Let's see what Trump got to say. All right, Mr. President, I will give you the floor. Let's see what you got.
Qatar, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Jordan, and so many others. So many people fought so hard. This is a big day. We'll see how it all turns out. We have to get the final word down and concrete. Very importantly, I look forward to having the hostages come home to their parents and having some of the hostages, unfortunately, you know the condition they're in, come home likewise to their parents, because their parents wanted them just as much as though that young man or young woman were alive. So I just want to let you know that this is a very special day, maybe unprecedented in many ways. It is unprecedented. But thank you all, and thank you all to those great countries that helped. We were given a tremendous amount of help. Everybody was unified in wanting this war to end and seeing peace in the Middle East, and we're very close to achieving that. Thank you all, and everybody will be treated fairly.
Hell yeah. So that is what it is. It looks like it was a joint effort between a whole bunch of countries. They made it happen, and yes, it looks like there is a ceasefire, and Palestine against Israel is no more. There is a ceasefire, so that is great news for now. Hopefully that will continue, and I guarantee you if that does continue, we will see crypto and the stock markets probably shooting up, because now you're going to have a whole lot more people ready to, invest and not be like caught up in a whole different type of news scene, so it always happens, but you'll probably see markets start picking up because of this news. All right, let's move on to our next trend, which is also the title of the show, and that is that Mr. P. Diddy, or Sean Diddy Combs, just got sentenced to 4 years in prison for his prostitution-related conviction. I don't know. 4 years does not sound like a lot to me. And on top of that, it says that he's not even going to do the whole 4 years because he's already have some credit for the other for the time he's already been in jail, spending time in jail. But Combs does not, Mr. P. Diddy does not seem to be happy with that 4 years. So his defense attorney argues that the sentence was un-American, and says that they will appeal. So, it looks like they are not happy with that 4-year sentence, and they will be appealing. They say that it is he is falsely accused of the crime, and they want to appeal it. But Combs was not convicted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges, which was also a big part of his whole everything that he was sentenced for. The judge should not have considered these elements in his sentence. So basically, what the lawyer of P. Diddy is arguing is that the 4 years was because the judge still considered the whole sex trafficking and racketeering charges, even though that's not what he was convicted for. But so they're trying to say that the judge still kind of went hard on him for that. So, so you know what? And even if he did have to serve 4 years, I don't know what you think about this, Jay, but I don't think he would have served the whole 4 years. He'll probably do 2 and then get out, because they always these celebrities. That's kind of what always happens with them.
He's already got time put in.
Exactly, that too. So he's already got credit, and supposedly he was teaching classes in jail, so he was trying to already get out for good behavior and stuff like that. But of course they said no, because he hasn't even like really officially been sentenced until today. So now that he is officially sentenced, watch, if he continues doing what he's doing, he's probably going to get out in like a year or two if they don't win his appeal. But yeah, that is our P. Diddy sentenced to 4 years in jail news. And let's move on to our next trend. All right, let's get into some business and tech news. What's going on with Elon today?
His Grok AI processes 2.2 million or trillion tokens encoding and adding an iPhone action button shortcut.
2.2.
That's what he did.
Damn.
Yep.
So that means that they're literally surpassing all their rivals, like the all the other like Chat GPTs, Open AIs, and all these other ones that they're that
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So Grok. This is Grok 4, right? Grok 4.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like it's Grok number 4 model, and it's supposed to be faster now. Offers a wider memory range for processing large volumes of text. So that's going to be cool. It's going to be super fast. I use all of them. Like I use ChatGPT and I use Grok. And the one thing that I noticed between using both is that if you try to use the same tab on ChatGPT for like one thing, like let's say you're doing one thing with ChatGPT, you're using one tab for like a certain thing. If you have a whole bunch of data on that tab and you're still trying to pull stuff up, it takes forever to pull all this information up because it has to process and pull up all this other information that it did previously for you. So it takes forever to get answers. And then when I use Grok, the AI like literally takes seconds. It thinks hella fast. So that's one advantage I already seen Grok have. And now with this new Model 4, that's supposed to have even better, like implemented better technology into it, I think is going to surpass all of those, the DeepSeek and all these other ones that are out there. So shout out to Elon, man, and to Grok 4. That's big tech news, and it's going to really help out a lot of people that are using it and need it for different things. All right, so let's move on to our next trending topic. So, guys, this is it's not local news, but it's California local news. So let me get into this. It looks like in the LA area, I don't know, Justin, if you heard about this, but in El Segundo, which is near LA, there was a massive overnight blaze that happened because it looks like an oil refinery caught on fire. And it was an oil refinery that, of all things, produces jet fuel. Residents in El Segundo, some 20 miles southwest of LA, reported feeling a major blast. This was around 9:30 yesterday, with orange flames and plumes of smoke visible around the refinery. City officials say there is no public threat or evacuation orders currently in place. The cause of the blast is under investigation. In a statement, I guess this refinery is owned by Chevron. Chevron called it an isolated fire and said all refinery personnel and contractors have been accounted for and there are no injuries. No evacuation orders for area residents have been put in place by emergency response agencies monitoring the incident, and no exceedances have been detected by the facility's fence line monitoring system. So it looks like the air is not giving off a whole bunch of pollution from this. It looks like everybody is fine. There is no evacuations. And as of right now, I don't even think it doesn't say it's even burning anymore. So it might have already been put out. But yeah, that refinery was built in 1911. It's Chevron's second largest in the U.S. and produces 285,000 barrels of crude oil every day. It supplies a fifth of all motor vehicle fuels and 40% of the jet fuel consumed in Southern California. So pretty crazy, but yeah, huge refinery caught fire yesterday. So it says that the blaze was also visible as far as Los Angeles and filled the air nearby with the smell of petrol. So it definitely had the smell of petrol, but I guess it wasn't bad enough to where they made people stay indoors. It says that El Segundo is currently monitoring air quality levels and it has not issued any warnings. So yeah, El Segundo is doing what it needs to do to make sure that everybody's safe right now. Cool. Let's move on and get into our next trending topic. And Jade, this is some other business news in the Silicon Valley. What's going on there?
The startups are trying to adopt China's 999 work schedule.
Oh, okay. 996.
Yeah,
Damn. What? So why are they trying to do that?
because they're falling behind miserably.
Oh, really? Falling behind China's tech?
China's tech shits on our tech.
I know.
Takes a fucking dump on our tech. That's why. Because China has 72-hour weeks. 72-hour weeks.
Holy shit.
Just common sense. If someone's outworking you 72 to 40, you're being shit on.
Yeah.
That's why. That's all.
Damn. But you know, the one I'm just reading up on this article myself, and it actually says here that China in 2021 actually banned that practice.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Because that's a lot of hard work, bro. I
That's
mean,
a fucking joke. China could work around the clock. They don't have that mandate.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
They work around the fucking clock. You could tell.
Yeah,
I know people that travel there. They tell me that.
Right.
If it takes us a fucking month to build something on the fucking road, it takes them 3 days.
No, I know.
See the difference?
Definitely much more tech savvy over there, and they definitely were working.
Not just tech, anything. They're just more. They put in more work.
Yeah, makes sense. Put in more work, and you get the results from that, and they are pretty crazy how the comparison is when it comes to that, because they are really outpacing us right now.
It's fucking embarrassing.
I know. Yeah. So, and this is going to be like most of the like huge tech companies in the Silicon Valley that are implementing this, or is just this like a Google type thing? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'm sure. You know, I got a feeling it's going to be like Apple, for instance. I don't see Apple like switching to that kind of work schedule from China, just because certain employers really take care of their employees. So I don't see like all these big Silicon Valley companies doing it, but I definitely can see like a Google or like a Facebook doing it, just because they already like pretty much overwork a lot of their employees, you know. But
yeah, well, the whole thing is startups. It has nothing to do with big companies.
oh, okay.
Startups.
So they don't have that kind of same rules.
Startups don't have $1 trillion yet, like Apple.
Right.
So look for every startup to do it.
Okay, got you. And we got DTW in the house saying, what up, DTW? Nice to see you on here. And we got Justin saying, Chinese people are the most insane working individuals. Very true. Very, very dedicated to their work. They don't stop. All right, let's move on to our next trending topic. We do have somewhat of a celebrity news. Not a good news in any way, but it is somewhat celebrity news because this guy was getting his name out there, but unfortunately that is no more. So a rising climbing star, Balin Miller, plunged to his death from Yosemite's El Capitan mid-live stream. So yeah, he was a streamer doing a stream climbing El Capitan in Yosemite, and he fell to his death. He was 23 years old. And this was all captured on live stream. So yeah, very sad news. I'm trying to see if it says anything about how it happened. He was talented beyond his years. He was 23, they say. He loved to climb. It was never about money, but just the passion of it. Let's see. It says here that his brother has said that the climber that was climbing with him was lead rope soloing a way to climb alone while still protected by a rope. Okay, so he was climbing alone, and he was using like rope to kind of, to keep himself like in position. And if he was to fall, that rope would have supported him. He was on a 2,400-foot route named Sea of Dreams. He apparently completed the climb, but fell while hauling his gear and likely rappelled off the end of his rope. So damn, he actually climbed the thing, and it looks like he might have been trying to pick up his gear or something, and he might have lost his balance or footing, and it looks like that's what happened, and he fell to his death. So it says tributes half poured in for Miller from shocked viewers who said they also witnessed the tragic fall during the TikTok stream. He made it to the summit, but he had to retrieve his bags as they got stuck on a rock as he was hoisting them up. As he was trying to retrieve the bags, he fell to his death. So that's what happened. He didn't get his bags, unfortunately. This actually happened on the first day of the federal government shutdown. So basically, there was very limited operations, and it looks like the Park Service said in a statement, park rangers and emergency personnel did respond immediately, but it probably took them a little bit longer than normal just because there was no like real personnel there at that time. And that's very sad news. Very sad news. But Brian, if you guys knew who he was, Balin Miller, he has passed away. So R.I.P. to him and his family for that. And this always sucks, especially because he was a streamer. So, he was like really trying to get his name out there, and he was doing something creative and innovative, and not good news. All right, guys, let's move on and get into Jay's movie of the night. What you got for us tonight, Jay?
Watching Spiral.
Spiral. Okay. Spiral.
Yeah.
Spiral. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Spiral.
They took it from the Saw series.
Oh, okay. Spiral. 2021?
Yeah, it's with Chris Rock.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did see this movie. Damn, I haven't seen this one in a minute though, but I definitely seen this movie.
Yeah, it's a spin-off of Jigsaw.
Oh, okay. So if you want to kind of just get into it and just kind of briefly talk about what it's about.
And it's basically, if you ever saw the Saw series, Jigsaw is someone who knows how to kill people without actually doing it. So this is just a spin-off, meaning they're using the Jigsaw mentality and Jigsaw way of killing, but obviously it's not Jigsaw. So
gotcha.
It's a good one. It's about obviously you got basically all the cops, but they don't know who is doing the killing, and it's one of them. Obviously, it's one of them. So they have to figure out who's doing this killing and who's imitating Jigsaw.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cool.
So it's a spin-off. So literally, Jigsaw died. I'm presuming.
No, Jigsaw never died. This is its own series. That's why it's called a spin-off.
I got you.
It's kind of like when Fast and Furious said, "Okay, we're gonna make a Hobbs and Shaw." Same thing. It's just a spin-off.
Oh, okay.
Jigsaw never died.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So it's a spin-off, and obviously you've seen the movie, right? So
yeah.
What did you rate the movie?
I'll give it out of all the Saws, it's not my favorite. It's good. Say a 9.5.
Okay, that's pretty good still.
It's a good movie, but it's not. I like the Saws better.
So what are you docking the 0.5 for?
I'm comparing it to the other Saws.
So what made the other Saws like stand out that this one kind of fell short on?
I like the original Saw. I like a couple other Saws better than this one. So that's why I'm rating it compared. There's like 10 Saw movies, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm adding this in there. So
gotcha.
This is probably like my maybe fourth favorite one. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a good one. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining.
Definitely.
They got some good murders in here. Good murders. They're not crazy murders, but they're good. Good enough murders in here.
Okay. Let's get into some movies then. Maybe we should do some Chris Rock movies.
Sure.
Make it easy.
Do Chris Rock. Chris Rock's cool.
What is your favorite Chris Rock movie then?
I'll go for Chris Rock. He was in a lot of movies. I'll go. My favorite one of his will be. He's never like a lead role. This is one of his lead roles. That's tough. I'll go Grown Ups.
Grown Ups. That's a good
Sure.
one. Super funny.
Yeah, he's not a lead role, but yeah, it's a funny one.
Yeah, no, definitely. What about underrated? What would you think?
I'll go New Jack City because he was a crackhead in it that died.
New Jack City?
Yeah, he was a crackhead that died, remember?
Yeah, no, I was actually thinking about that myself to do it. But...
Yeah, so I'll put that one. That one's good.
New Jack City, huh?
Yeah, underrated. If you didn't watch it, you didn't know he was in it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull up my favorite movie of Chris Rock's then real quick here. For me, Chris Rock is so funny, bro. He has so many great movies. But let's see, one that just stands out that I really liked him in. I'm gonna have to go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with Beverly Hills Ninja.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right? Yeah, Chris Farley and him, super classic duo. Great movie. Super funny. And yeah, Chris Farley. He was already funny as it was, so having Chris Rock in that is just such a compliment, and it just made it that much better. So definitely a great movie. As far as underrated, I'm gonna have to go with. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Lethal Weapon 4 because he's super funny in that one too. You know, and a lot of people, if you don't know about Lethal Weapon, you haven't seen any of the series, he's definitely worth checking out the number 4 where Chris Rock is in it because it makes the movie that much better, and he is hella funny as it is. So, you seen Lethal Weapon 4 with him in it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But I'm also going to mention CB4 because that's an old school movie that he was in that probably people forgot about.
Yeah. It's a funny one.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. So yeah, that is our movies and our movie of the night tonight. We are watching Spiral. So yeah, that is a Chris Rock movie. And if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. Jay gave it a 9.5. Let's move on and get into these chats real quick. It's we got Infinite saying that is why Henry Ford created the 5-day work week. Saturday was for buying the Model T and Sunday was for church. Exactly. Yeah, because back in the day, you know, like they didn't really have regulations in America either. And, you know, you had children working, you had all these people working hella like their asses off, couldn't even enjoy yourself and stuff. And I think they kind of wanted to get away from that because, especially coming from like where I'm coming from, which was Poland, they had no rules and it was a communist regime when I was growing up. So because of that, like you were literally a slave. Like you had to work all the time. You got little pay and you couldn't own anything. So basically the government like put a lockdown on everything and you literally got like food stamps. Everybody got like a food stamp. And then once like every week or two, you got to go to the store with this food stamp and then they just give you like a little ration of food and shit. But it was no good. And I think that's probably why Henry Ford didn't want to fall into that same pattern because we were fighting the communism regime, you know, from all around the world at that time. Or, yeah, beforehand. And Infinite also says he was a mob boss in the Fargo series. He was weird seeing him as a shot caller. Yep. And Infinite says, are you missing the comment I said about China? Infinite, the only comment I see that you made about China, which I did mention. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yes, I am missing any comment you said about China. Yes, Infinite, I am. I didn't see any comment about China. The only one that was about China was by Justin, which he put that Chinese people are the most insane working individuals. So you might have to rewrite whatever you wrote, Infinite. I think China. I think YouTube was not happy with that comment, or maybe China wasn't happy with that comment. So you might have to just rewrite it again and put it into a little bit of different wording, so maybe YouTube doesn't flag it. I don't know, man. YouTube is weird like that, bro. They be flagging some crazy shit that's not even like all that bad. Infinite says, I think this is what you were trying to say, was that China has a birth rate problem and faced an economic collapse last year. Yeah, no, I heard about that because, yeah, they had that one-child policy for the longest time. Everybody was trying to have, boys. And then if they had a girl, like I even heard all these like crazy stories of people having girls and then they would just like suffocate them so that they, you know what I mean? So that they can go for a boy. Like there was a lot of bad shit that was going out of that whole one child policy. And now all of a sudden, I don't know if you heard Infinite, but they're trying to say like that even America, like all these countries are underpopulated, that the new problem that we're facing is that there's not enough population. So it's just crazy to me how like a few years ago they were talking about overpopulation and Bill Gates is talking about fucking killing half the population because of overpopulation, and now all of a sudden the last like year or two I've been hearing how everything is underpopulated. So it's crazy, bro. It's just some crazy shit that they be trying to tell us. Infinite also says they are too buys over working rather than getting it on and buying things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're too busy to be buying shit. So yeah, exactly. I got what you said. Yeah, they are too busy and overworked to be buying stuff. They're just basically working. So yeah, that's actually probably the best way to do it. If you're going to be working, just save that money, and that's why they probably have all this money to invest. Because out here where we're at in San Francisco, Infinite, the housing market is so crazy, and you have all these Chinese buyers, bro. They be coming in with cash money, and they're able to like bid like on all these like contracts and these bids that they're doing. A lot of these times, bro, these Chinese families, they have all this money and they're able to just beat everybody out. You know what I mean? And get that property that they're going after just because they have the cash to do it. And nobody else has that kind of money. Everybody else is like, oh yeah, I'm trying to finance. And these families from China are coming up with all this damn cash, and then you literally got like 4 or 5 Chinese households, like the people in that household working all under one roof, and then they all put their money together. They're smart ass people, bro. Super smart. They really know how to work the system with their money. All right, so let's move on and get into tonight's crypto. Let us see what's happening in these markets for Friday. So currently, it looks like we have. Let me pull that up a little bigger for you guys. We have Bitcoin sitting at 122,316. Yes, sir. It looks like it's moving on up. Like, yeah, man, we broke through some of that resistance, and we are moving on up. So yeah, 122,372, and we are up 1.76%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, sitting at 4,482. It is down 0.40%. And number 3, XRP, sitting at $3.01. It is down 0.29 right now. As far as your fear and greed index, we are at that 59, a neutral zone. Like I said yesterday, I don't think it changed. I think yesterday we're still on that 59. So we are right on that cusp, like literally on that cusp of greed. And as soon as we get into that greed, that's when things kind of start going sideways. And depending on what's going to be happening in like the world news and all this other stuff, the markets are either going to correct themselves and start going down, or we're going to kind of continue with this bull run. Like I said, I'm looking at end of November or like mid-December when we start actually turning things around, and it might start going the opposite way. So that's kind of where we're at with that right now. As far as your top 3 with Bitcoin, like I said, we're trading near that 122. So support is at 119,300 to 120,500. And our resistance now is at that 123,900 to 124,500, with a stronger showing well above 125,500. So if we start breaking into 123,900 and above, then we will continue on the upside. But if we start going down into our support and getting lower than what our support is, which is at 125,500, then we might start seeing a turnaround, especially if we go lower than 119.3 on the Bitcoin. And obviously, you really honestly just need to follow Bitcoin, because if you follow Bitcoin and that starts happening, then you're going to have every other crypto pretty much following that suit, unless it's like a brand new crypto that's like on a launch or something, and then it might not follow that pattern at that moment. But Ethereum right now, your support is going to be at 4,430 to about 4,480, and your resistance, which is about 4,580 to about 4,630, with additional pressure near 4,700 and up. And your XRP is going to have support at 301 to 304, and your resistance will be at 309 to 312 and above to about 320. So yeah, with XRP, we are like right at that support, because that's where the support was. It's kind of been going down the last week, and it went down to like the 290s region. So it did go lower than that support, but because Bitcoin kind of held its own, and now XRP went back up, it looks like XRP is going to be heading back upwards, minus today, just because it's kind of going sideways. It's not really losing much, but the altcoins are kind of going down a little bit. So it just means that people are just waiting until Bitcoin starts rising more now for all these altcoins to start moving on up. All right. As far as your top 5 trending coins, we have number 1, 48 Club token. That one is not really moving or doing anything at the moment. Number 2, we have Flowkey, which is up 20%. Very nice, Flowkey. That is a really OG meme coin. Number 3, top trending is Bitcoin. Number 4, you have Jelly My Jelly, which is up 95%. Very impressive. And number 5, we have QUQ. That one has been trending for a good week now. I might have to look into that one, but that one is down 0.1%, not really doing anything at the moment. But your top 5 gainers for today, number 1, we have Crypto Trump. That one is up 1,885. Number 2, we have Doge Killa. Doge Killa is up 988%. Number 3, we have Artstol Fact Checker, or FACY. That one is up 800%. Number 4, we have Harris Dogs. That one is up 571%. And number 5, we have Grok. Grok is up 540%. And like I said, with Grok, that's probably because we just reported on that. Grok 4 got introduced, and it's a much better technology. As far as your top 100 gainers and notable mentions, let's get into that. We have Grok Imagine at number 12, and that one is up 275%. At number 18, we have Robinhood, which is up 470%. At number 33, we have Fish2. Fish2 is up 210%. At number 38, we have Regret. Regret is up 100%. At number 45, we have Singularity Net, which is up 87%. At number 50, we have Juno. Juno is up 60%. At number 59, Just a Shitcoin. That one is up 50% as well. At number 64, we have Doge 2.0. That one is up 45%. At number 71, we have Dragon Chain. That one is up 37%. At number 76, we have RoboStack, which is up 32%. At number 83, we have Alchemist AI, which is up 30%. At number 89, we have Verge, which is up 28%. At number 97, we have Tipcoin, which is up 27%. And in your top 100 spot for today, we have Bless. Bless is up 27%. All right, guys, that is your crypto news. It looks like we are going to be kind of just going sideways for the moment for now. And then on Monday, when all the markets open up and we start moving again, I think crypto is going to be going upwards for a little bit. Continuing this bull run. All right. Let's move on and get into your guys' horoscopes for tomorrow. So this is going to be for October 4th, 2025. Like always, we're going to start with the first sign of the zodiac, which is also my sign, Aries. So Aries, tomorrow, you may not be short of time, but clarity is what you lack. Chant a brief prayer and write one stark line about what matters tomorrow. Switch extra alerts off for 1 hour. Set aside chores by categorizing them as must do and can wait. Maintain calm tones in talks and confirm times in writing. Indulge in warm food and water. You got that right. I'm definitely going to be getting some warm coffee tomorrow morning for my work. Financial decisions need to be simple and timely. Then we got our Taurus. Protect the energy as if it could be your future. Start slowly, paying attention to any sensations in your body, and then plan to adjust accordingly. Say yes where your values and health align. Keep calls to a minimum and have 2 code breaks in your day. Spend money on needs. Anything else can wait. A gentle walk or some nice tunes refreshes your mood. Then we got our Gemini. Be it through the sharing of even one small yet salient tidbit, an emotion truly may need to be expressed by the person holding onto it. Pick one safe person or jot down an interesting note and speak your truth with simple words. Do not seek a perfect moment. Let your conscience feel free. And then we got our Cancer. A reset is stronger than a push. If the mood feels heavy, pause and take a breath. Tidy up one corner, drink some water, and step outside for a few minutes. You do not have to fix it all tomorrow. Move one main thing, then rest. Keep any family discussions brief and gentle. Confirm dates before making decisions. Spend money wisely and avoid staying up late shopping. Then we got our Leo. That's also Jay's sign. Slow response is your first counsel. Not everything should write back at you. Let a small provocation pass. Preserve your voice for worthy matters only. Release one honest line, then keep silence. Maintain open postures and a state of total receptivity. Delay the purchase till tomorrow and give options another thought. A calm smile can flip a room more powerfully than loud chatter. Then we got our Virgo. The right things to say come out when you stop trying to perfect them. Breathe, sit upright, and speak with care without pressure. Draft a message, then take a break and revise. Keep your desk clear and group your project tasks. If somebody is rushing you, tell them you need some time. Money improves by simply making a list. Then we got Libra. Do not let your body signals go unnoticed tomorrow. If the head is aching or breathes or breaths come short, then slow down for a bit. Hold brief meetings or consider taking a break on the terrace between calls. Eat at the right time and avoid heavy screens at night. Say no gently to any additional commitment that will stress you out. Then we have our Scorpio. What thrills you may also torment you. Move anyway. Test the way by placing one small step. Wait for a sign and read the fine print. Keep your emotions in check during talks and respect your limits. Don't burn bridges. Keep your options open. Ground yourself through hearty food and early sleep. A mentor's short advice should clear the doubt. Sagittarius coming up next. Let tomorrow be dominated by choice instead of default. Take a half second before saying yes. The focus on a single area that truly matters. Distance yourself from all distractions on your phone and take a deep breath of fresh air. Go over the dates, tickets, or budgets one last time. Share one idea clearly instead of spreading pieces of ideas where a casual comment or insight may point toward a new direction to pursue. All right, now let's get into our Capricorns. An old tolerance that no longer fits is what you may notice in yourself. Treat such an insight with respect. Remove one responsibility, alter one boundary, and keep one promise to make a realistic goal. Life is best lived with fewer distractions and a steady pace. Eat at set times, stretch your back, rest your eyes, buy only what you need, put off all the extras. Now we have our Aquarius. The hidden opportunity will have to be grabbed tomorrow. Keep your eyes open, back up your files, close a couple of tabs, and double check any timings. A listening ear and a meeting or a message will get the hint. Answers that can be short and sweet will do. Avoid reckless spending. Throw in a practical question before you nod in agreement. Take a deep breath before any decision. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. A connection may arise from an unusual place tomorrow. Go with the flow of a casual chat, a nice message, or splitting an easy chore. Keep it not so scheduled, warm, and thick with good vibes. Try not to overthink things. Have an answer to an idea or a document ready so you can say yes without hesitation. Keep drinking water. Get off the screen, and make talks about money simple and straight. All right, guys, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow. That is for October 4th, 2025. We like to do that to kind of help guide you along your path every day. Let's move on and get into some chats real quick. Okay. We actually don't have any chats. I thought we did, but we do not have any extra chats at the moment. So let's move on and get into Jay's conspiracy of the night. What you got for them, Jay?
I'm just going to be talking about a church that was built by angels in Saponto, Italy in 490 AD. On the top of a mountain peak, there was a cave located that no one ever wanted to go into. There was a bishop who had a bull, and his bull ended up going missing. So he had to look around the whole camp, the whole town, and the only place he didn't look was that cave. And when he went in that cave, his bull was he had white eyes, bull was kneeling, bull was all possessed.
What?
So we went into the cave, obviously he made the whole town after that, cleanse itself basically with 3 days of prayer. On day 1 it was good, day 2 was good, and then on day 3 a strange man appeared like in rags, telling the man that he's gonna build a church in that cave, like a place for everyone to go. What I'm saying? And then like a few years later, this city that the bishop was in, the diocese was threatened by annihilation by some pagans. Like pagans were out to get a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and in this town, man, a strange man appeared again and told them that as long as they have faith, that they'll be protected. You know what I mean? Even though the pagans outnumber that whole town like 11-1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what ended up happening was a powerful storm came with lightning, thunder, and sand, and obviously the pagans ended up losing this battle. And the bishop was very thankful. You know what I mean? And he still never went back up to this cave. You know what I'm saying? But he saw the man one last time, like literally like a couple of years later. And the man had told him he consecrated the church in the cave. And so the bishop was like, he didn't really believe him. So he ended up going there, himself. When he was in there, he saw like a footprint in there. You know what I mean? And he realized that this church was built. There was a church in there, with a big ass altar, with a big red cloth and that footprint. And yeah, he realized that it was an archangel, that had built it for him, his name was Michael. And this place still remains today. Like it still stands today as the only church built by angels, and everyone does go. Like everyone from the popes to priests, everyone, they all go to this church still till this day.
Yeah, exactly.
To go visit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely on my list to roll over there, check it out one day. I always like reporting on the religious things.
Right.
So I can go check it out myself.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And how is that? Like, was it like written and throughout like history? How do they know about these events that happened?
Yeah. I don't know.
Because a lot of the stuff we report on, it was always like written in tablets or some kind of stuff like that. Like it gets uncovered, and then they kind of know the history.
I didn't write it down.
I got a feeling that those people that were in that town probably just throughout history kind of kept passing that knowledge down to the next generation.
That's how it usually works. I didn't bother to go into depth and write down where, when the actual scripture was in. So Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that is our conspiracy theory. So and then you were saying that this whole church was like built by angels, right?
It's the only one,
The only
like
one.
documented.
Yeah, that was built.
Documented. That was built by, and it was the Archangel Michael that built
Oh,
it.
okay. You know, that always confuses me with the Archangel Michael. So which one was the one who was like also the devil? Because there was the dark angel.
Lucifer.
Oh, okay. So Lucifer was the name of the angel that was also the devil, right?
You could call him a devil. He was an angel at first that turned. And I mean, it depends how you look at it. There's different ways to look at stories.
Right.
If you
But
actually look at you could go into the whole conspiracy that I did about Statue of Liberty. That is Lucifer right there.
yeah, right.
You
Right.
know, because of the 7 points crown, the handcuff or the cuff around the ankle, same thing. A part of the Big Apple that was bit.
Right.
You know, New York Big Apple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
No, I know. So his name was always Lucifer, right? It
Yep.
never changed?
No.
Got you.
But he was an angel at first.
Yeah, he was an angel.
You know.
In like the Bible and history, what's the reason for his changing to like be an evil force?
That's what I mean. It depends how you look at it. It's temptation.
Just
You know?
temptation. Of, like,
Same reason why Judas betrayed Jesus. Same shit.
Right. True. Very true. I guess the only
Just seeing
difference is,
things a different perspective, man. So,
yeah,
so
exactly. And let's get into some chats real quick. First one, we got Infinite saying cucumber lime agua fresca is a summertime favorite for Mexicans. Glad I was able to prove Jay wrong with all that trash he was talking about the cucumber Gatorade. Oh man, Infinite, you funny, bro. You funny. Yeah, I didn't even realize that they have an agua fresca cucumber lime flavored, minus those Gatorades, because when I go to like restaurants, like especially like Mexican, like taquerias, they usually have the tamarindo, the horchata, and then and the Jamaica. Those are usually like the three most like prevalent ones. But damn, I need to go. Like one of these days, I'm gonna have to like go to like some of these new taquerias that come up and see if I can find me some of that, because that would be actually really good coming out of that machine. Those machines always make that drink so much more like fresher and good, you know. You ever Jay? I know you used to go to like a lot of restaurants and stuff. Did you ever see that or not?
what?
Cucumber lime agua fresca, like what's coming
Nope.
out of that machine stuff that they usually you'd be drinking
Nope.
out of. Yeah, it'll be interesting if I can find one. And then Infinite also says, last night you were talking about Pope John Paul II being a saint. The Catholic Church requires 2 miracles to be attributed to someone for them to be considered a saint. Yeah, exactly. I think they had the 2 miracles that he did or performed, and that's why they considered him a saint. Am I not correct, Jay? Do you know about that or not?
I don't know.
I wonder. I got a feeling. I'm pretty sure he was saint. Become a saint. Let's see what it says. His elevation to sainthood was a rapid process occurring just 9 years. Just 9 years after his death in 2005, and was accelerated by the approval of 2 miracles attributed to his intercession. So it says. The blessed have medically unexplained healing. Okay, so basically the first this is for you, Infinite. So his first miracle that he performed, it says that there was a medically unexplained healing. So he did a healing that was medically unexplained of a French nun that had Parkinson's disease. So I guess he healed her, and that was the first medical like unexplained healing. And the second miracle that he did that brought him into the sainthood, the Vatican recognized a second miracle in 2013, which was the healing of a Costa Rican woman with a brain aneurysm, clearing the way for sainthood. So those were the two miracles that he performed and got him to sainthood. So that's what it was. Yeah, exactly, Infinite. Just healing some nuns. And Infinite also says there are four archangels: Gabriel, Raphael, Michael, and Lucifer. Once upon a time, there was 15, but the church canonized 4. Did you know about that, Jay? That there was 4 of them, 4 archangels.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool stuff. I love religious history and just learning about this stuff. To me, this is all fascinating stuff because I personally went through many different religious books and history in my history, and I've kind of got to see the Bhagavad Gita, what's written in there, the Bible. I grew up a Catholic, even the Quran. There's so many different things. So that's right, Infinite. I'm drinking that stuff, bro. Hella good. I love it. All right. So that was our conspiracy of the night. Shout out to everybody watching, by the way. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so that we can give you this kind of infotainment, entertainment that we do every night, Monday through Friday. We will not be doing a live gym for you tonight because we are off until Sunday, but we will come up with a gym short for you that we did in the week. So we will have that out for you in the next hour here. And on Saturday, guys, please don't forget, we are going to have our Chef with Jeff episode. That's going to always be something nice to see because Jeff always be coming up, or Jay always comes up with some of that good for everybody to look at and to kind of, start dreaming about the good food that he has made that we can maybe try one of these days. Any idea what you're making, or you haven't had any planned yet?
I usually do it in the morning. I think about it in the morning.
Got you.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out on Saturday night. We will have that up for you guys, and then Sunday we will see you back live when we do our Sunday night gym, and that is going to be a hard one. It is back to our squats for leg day, but we're not going to talk about that just yet because we still have one more day after today to rest. So we definitely want to enjoy that one extra day before we get back into it and go hard for you guys for Q&A sessions. Infinite says, I learned this stuff when I visited the Vatican. I told you about this. I got to see Machiavelli's house near Florence. Hell yeah, bro. No, I remember. Yeah, you were telling us. Very cool, man. Very cool. That's definitely something in my lifetime I want to check out and do as well. See the Vatican, Machiavelli's house. That's crazy. Very cool stuff. All right, guys. I think that is pretty much it for us then for tonight. Yeah, let's get into Jay's and mine final words of wisdom. What you got for them today, Jay?
I'm going to go with Marcus Aurelius. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. I'm going with that one because I do believe in that. Whenever I am rushed, I always, not just me, but just people, whenever they're rushed, they definitely perform not top tier. They're you could tell they're disturbed. You understand? So It's always good to be patient, have everything planned, have your inner peace, have emphasized true fulfillment, and just, don't rush through life. You know what I mean? That's why I'm going with that one. It's a very, very important message because if you have emotional stability, you can face any challenge because you're prepped. So,
right.
Yep. That's why I'm going with that one.
And when you say prepare, because sometimes in life, things just get thrown at you without you even knowing it. So what kind of advice do you have for the people when life just gets thrown at you and then you don't have the time to prepare for it?
That means you have to take a step back, do what you do for you, even though it's being thrown at you. Use that mental in you and be like, all right, how do I deal with this? You don't have to do it. You don't have to talk to nobody. You don't have to just, it's cool to have brainstorming from people. End of the day, you're gonna listen to yourself. Everyone else is just no one wants to see you do better than them. No one. Only your father and your mother want that. That's
Right.
it. No one
Right.
else wants to see you do better than them. No one. I don't care what anyone tells you. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
So you take the step to yourself. Like you said, if you get thrown, you run over something, boom, okay, hey, you know what? Chill, relax. It's only this. I could do this right now, and then I'll do this later. Boom, done.
Right. Right.
Take a step back. Don't be in a hurry. Don't rush.
Exactly.
Quiet and calm spirit. It's common sense.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, and even sometimes I feel like even if you do get mad about something, it's better to just kind of like don't let it show so much, because then you're putting that energy out into the universe that you're mad, and then everything starts just fucking up and going that same route because you already put that into the universe, So I feel like it's always good, even if you are mad about something, to just kind of hold it into yourself.
Exactly.
And you know what I
Always.
mean? And don't let others what other people do affect your emotions, because then you're not in control of yourself. So.
What's an emotion?
Huh?
What's an emotion? It's unnecessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Emotion, there's no such thing. Bullshit.
Well, some people do have emotions of anger.
No shit. Well, that's what I'm saying. The people who can't control those things, they're lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Should know how to be like off.
Right. Exactly. All right, and just going off of to finish up with our final words of wisdom, going off of what you're saying, Jay. The greatest strength often lies in patience and composure. Life will test you with storms, distractions, and provocations, but your true power is in your ability to move quietly and deliberately. Never be in a hurry. Great things are built brick by brick, not rushed into existence. And as I'm going to go with Lao Tzu quote right here. It says that Lao Tzu said once, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So yeah, guys, you never see nature caring about anything. Look at like the carving of, like, for instance, the Grand Canyon, right, or any kind of riverbed. It's been there for like probably millions of years, and then look at the time it took to carve some of these places by like the water, or like even if you're going off like Highway 1 in California or the West Coast, and you can see how over the millions of years that this planet has been alive, how the water has just been carving into these rocks. Like, it's all patience, but it all gets done with the patience that it gives you. So remember, guys, approach every task with quiet focus, calmness, and inner discipline. When you do, everything begins to align naturally in your favor. All right, guys, that is our final words of wisdom for you guys. Let's just finish off with these last few chats, and then we will let you guys go on your way to enjoy your Friday. Infinite says, I mentioned Machiavelli's house is also a restaurant now. Yep, very cool. I definitely want to check that out. Check out some of that food. And Infinite says, Jay said he was going to grub on all the knowledge or something like that. And Infinite also says, no one can control emotions. The problem is controlling your actions to those emotions. You can only understand your emotions. Very true. Very true. That is very well said. And I guess you get to close it out with your final words of wisdom, Infinite. Very cool. Very cool. But yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you have to control that. You can't. Emotions are going to come up no matter what, obviously, you know what I mean? Because that's just the way it is. But the way you control that is going to be the outcome to how your life is going to go, how the things you attract to your life, what is going to get attracted to your life. It's all about just being able to control those emotions that do pop up when they do. All right, guys, that is it for us. So yeah, we will see you guys back on Sunday night for our gym live. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being on here. Health, wealth, and happiness. That is our motto to the show. We thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. And we will see you back on Sunday. Until then, guys.